Well, good morning, everybody. How you all doing? Whittler Dave. Well, I'm just sitting outside by my shop here. It's a little cool here in Tennessee. Early morning. I think it's about, I don't know, 7:30, 8 o'clock. I really don't know. But I thought I'd just jump on here, and it's kind of a peaceful. I can hear the birds. Um, Looking at the mountains. Just a beautiful morning. I hope you all are having a great and wonderful morning yourself. And anywho, I thought I'd just come out here, and I'm just gonna, told you I like carving shoes. Just simple, you know. I thought, well, we'll just take a peaceful morning, beautiful morning, and just relax and do a little carving. Let me pull you down here, folks. I hope you can you see? I hope so. Hang on, sorry for the shaky camera. You know, it's just simple. You don't have to get really fancy or anything like that. Just be a shoe. That's all you got to be. I'm going to be a shoe. It's made out of that sugar pine. 2 pieces of wood glued together. You know, I told you I don't throw no scrap away. And we'll just get the profile cut and stuff like that. All we got to do is get her knocked in. I think it's going to hit about 70 degrees today. Right now it's about 59 degrees. Something like that. Not too bad. Of course, you know me, I get cold easy in my old age, so I got to wear a jacket in the morning because I don't like to be cold. Say we're just going to set the little profile. This is very simple. I don't know what drawed me to shoes when I was a kid. I used to carve them. I've carved shoes no bigger than that. Maybe inch and a half long. I've carved them really small. Very small. And I used to get really fancy. I can put the shoestrings in them and just really get fancy with them. But here, you know, I just like to do them normal, and usually I'll put a little mouse in it. A little mouse that's crawling out of the shoe. I'm known for that. Yeah, just kind of getting it roughed in. Can you see, folks? I hope so. I see a little bit of brightness in the sky. It's a little cloudy, but the old mother sun is going to come out. The Mother Earth is waking up, going against that grain, folks. So, you know me, I'm not going to tear up a knife. Nope, I'm not going to do it. Got to pick my daughter up here in a little bit. She don't drive, but yesterday was Mother's Day, as you know, and she's off today, so she's going to come and spend the day with us and be with her mom. Her mom's off today, so I'm going to go pick her up. She just lives, well, 30 minutes from us. So we'll pick her up and we'll grill out today again and fix her lunch and everything. That's another thing I like to do, folks. I love cooking. I don't allow a woman in my kitchen. I've cooked all my life. I bake, cook. I even cut you fresh noodles if you wanted. Make you homemade dumplings and noodles, or chicken, and just anything. I've always been a cook. It's another form of art to me. Ooh, that's some really, see that sappy grain right there? There's sappy grain. It's got a little sap in it. That'll just eat your knife. It will. I can barely cut through it with this razor knife. It's not, but you know, there's beauty there. That's why I save it. Went to Burger King yesterday and sat and had a good old time. Met some nice people and gave a couple kids a few of my mice. I always carve these little tiny mice and I give them out to kids. I always have. Like I tell people, life shouldn't be about money. It should just be about sharing your love. That's all it should be. And I tell you, I want to be known as a good artist, but mainly I want to be known as a man that cared and gave. I've always lived my life, if you give more than you'll ever receive, you will receive. So, I give out a lot of stuff, a lot of art. I just tell people, well, just take it. I'll make another one or something like that. Just take it. Oh, let's get out this, see how this is going to cut. Yeah, I could put more pressure with this knife. That rugged sap grain there. Turned out to be a nice day yesterday. Sure did. Nice and warm. Sat outside all the way up to about, I don't know, close to 7 o'clock last night. I really don't like to be inside. I'm not a couch potato. Then my friend Hannah come over last night and we got things rolling on the sign for the barn. So she's getting ready to lay out a bunch of letters and stuff like that. And we're just going to put a sign on the barn so everybody, when they drive by or they come by, whatever, they'll know who I am. They'll know who I am. I love when people show up and see me doing this and they stop. And I tell them, I said, hey, I've got plenty of chairs and everything. So I just thought I'd jump on here and do a little wood carving and stuff like that. Just something simple this morning. Just a little shoe. There we are. Just a little shoe. See how you do that? Yeah. There's no right, no wrong. There we go. I did a shoe one time, and when I cut the sole right here, I cut it off. It was a funny shoe, because I had the mouse head sticking out of here. I hollowed it out on the inside, and I had him sticking out like he was crawling out of the shoe. I need to do another one like that. And then I had another one where I did like that, and all you seen was his butt sticking out, and then his head, and it looked like he'd been crawling through, and his little friends and stuff. Did Mother Goose shoe one time. The old Mother Goose shoe, I did that. I made that a long time ago. Yes. Oh, shoot. There we go. I'm going to carve out some more mushrooms. Painted them ones I did the other day. Just simple. Simple art is the way it should be. I'll grab them in a minute and show you what they look like. I'm going to put them on, I got some cedar limbs down in my basement, and I'll cut, and they're actually round, they're limbs, and I'll cut some of that off. I think I got some. I'm hoping I do. And I'll make a base out of that, and then I'll just glue them to that little base so they don't flop over, because they're top heavy, and they're little tiny mushrooms. I sat out in the yard yesterday and was carving those mushrooms, and some people come by and chit-chatted, and I gave them a couple. They weren't painted or nothing. I just gave them a couple. They go, "You gonna give us these?" Like, well, yeah. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, share that love. Gotta get this tongue roughed in. Well, this got a lot of sap in this thing. It does. A lot of sap in this one. Well, there we go. There we go. Alrighty. Get over here with this knife, because this thing's got a lot of sap. A lot. I'll have to strop that knife again. Run across the old strop to tune it up. And you just come in here and just go, boo, 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 and I just bring it up and bring it across. And just come in there. There's your sole of your shoe. You know? With this much sap in this wood, I'm going to probably have to finish this thing out with this razor knife because it's just dulling my tools. There you go. Just gonna cut that little baby doll like that. I'm gonna run it this way. Didn't take it far enough, folks. That looks better. And I'll cut little facets into this and little doodads into this to make it look like it's wrinkled and slouching around. Still working on my posture, folks. I'm trying to set as straight as I can. It's a little hard for being a carver, you know, because you're always bent over. But when I'm walking and I'm standing, I tell everybody, if you see me slouching, tell me. You ain't going to hurt my feelings, because actually the exercises I've been doing, my back's been feeling a little bit better. It's taking some of the pressure off my neck. I told you my shoulders and my neck was highly damaged years ago in an accident. So I'm trying to stand up straighter. My neighbor Brian said he used to get in trouble and had to put a book on his head. And I tried a book the other night, and I don't know how they did that, because it just slid right off. It did. I'm like, Lord have mercy, you'd have to glue this thing to my head. You would. Alrighty. Just setting that line in. There's your bottom of your sole of your shoe, and then your heel. But these are really not hard to do. It's just kind of whoop-de-doo there. And then what you do, I'll use this pen right here. Do you a real fast draw. So you just want to say, okay, there's the top, and then there's this. That's good enough. And see, if you wanted to drill it, you drill 3 little holes there, and it would be fine. And you just want to take it around this way, and then it's okay. It's good enough there. And that just will create the shoe and everything. You grab those mushrooms real fast. Hang on, folks. Let me walk in the shop here real fast. I got them right here. Like I said, they're just whimsical, fun. You know, you see me carving these things. There they are. Just little mushrooms, the purple, the green, the red, the yellow. Just painted them up. Just made out of junk wood. Like I said, grab you a stick. Be a carver for the day. You know, there's no right and there's no wrong. You know, just be a carver. That's all you got to be. Oh, Lordy. Let's try this. This don't got too much sap in it here. No, it don't. There we go. This is what I'm going to teach my buddy Brian to do. After his wife leaves and goes back to Florida, he works here, and she has to come visit him every once in a while because he takes care of this motel behind my house, and he's been remodeling it for them. So he travels around a little bit here and there sometimes, and that's just part of his job. So once his wife leaves, we're going to go out to the old Burger King, and we're going to sit down, and he's going to work with the old carver. And I've already got his shoe cut and ready to go. I got one that I'll sit there and carve with him, and we're just going to sit down and be shoes that day. Like I said, just be a shoe. And that's all you got to be, is just an old shoe. Now, if you wanted to, you could use the V-gouge there, but just use a knife. And this is how I'm going to teach Brian, because I don't know how long he's going to carve, so I'm just going to teach him with an X-Acto knife and show him that you don't have to buy a fancy knife. I'm going to give him, I use these with my students when I do teach, because I don't know how far they're going to take it. So why go out and buy $30 and $40 and $50 knife when it's just going to sit in your kitchen drawer, because you just don't really use it, So just start them out simple. There we go. Get rid of some of that sap pine. That's all that is. It's a bunch of sap pine. Yeah. So I just started him. I'm going to start him out with an X-Acto knife, a paper blade knife. That's all that blade there is. You get into nasty wood like this, like I said, you don't want, or at least I don't. I'm not going to push my beliefs on no one. But I'm not. Should have had this camera out here just a few minutes ago. I had one of my baby bears walking through the yard. Y'all could have seen one of our Tennessee bears. Just a baby. They're really hungry. They're really scrawny this year because, they're not getting enough food. So they're coming down more and more looking for food. And he was just out here by the barn. I talked to him for a little bit, and he just moseyed on. We love our bears. It's our Tennessee bears for you. You have to learn to live with the animals, because like I tell people, this is their land. We came in and violated their land. It's not the other way around. We built our homes here and tore their woods down. So you have to learn to live with the animals that are originally from here. Which I can. They don't bother me. They've been in my shop before. I had a little baby bear one time come in my shop. And I said, "What you doing in here?" And he kind of looked at me. I said, "Now get your butt out now. Your mama ain't going to like it." And he just looked at me and he scurried on out. She was looking for him. She was looking for him. Yes, she was. Sorry for the noise, folks. Like I said, I'm sitting outside and I got trucks and cars and, all kinds of things going past the house. Yes, I do. Oh, this is a gnarly piece of pine. But we're going to make something out of it. There's beauty in here. We just gotta just mess with it. And you're eventually going to get it. There you go. There you go. And you see, I've cut the back of that heel in, back top of the boot in. Yes, I have. Gonna widen this out a little bit in here. And I deeply apologize. Sometimes I get my old hands in the way, but I really, when you do these videos by yourself, it's kind of really hard to, show everybody what you're doing unless you have somebody standing over your shoulder. That's why I like when my wife comes out, she can do that. I ain't figured out how to hold the camera and carve at the same time. I ain't never figured that one out yet. Yes. And like I said, I'll put a mouse in here. I'll get him set down in there and everything. I'll put a little mouse in there and he'll be just fine. Alrighty. Hang on, folks. Let me go get a little small gouge. I apologize again. Oh, here they are. Couldn't find my gouges, my little palm gouges. Oh, Lordy. I've had these things for years. Let's just set these little darlings right down here. Ooh, that is some gnarly pine. Get that bottom of that shoe carved out. He's all hollowed out there, so when I set Mr. Mousy Roo down, he'll set kind of back. There you go. I've got a good friend that loves my shoes. Steve Stone is his name. Super nice gentleman. Super nice. He used to sit up there at McDonald's for years when I would carve for McDonald's when we had it. He got all kinds of my shoes. Gave them out to his friends and his church people and just gave them out everywhere. So he is a phenomenal, good friend of mine. Just an excellent friend. Steve Stone. Oh, if you're out there, brother, watching this, I'm thinking of you. Need to get you some more shoes. He told me he was running out because he's gave most of them away. I'm hoping he comes in, because if he does come in, you're going to see him on here with me, because I told him we just sat down right here in the shop, and two old men just chit-chatting, laughing, watching me carve, and, you know, get him on there too. You get to see him. Yes. That is a gnarly piece of pine. Not good for the knives. Let's just do an undercut here. Lose some of that tongue. Swoop it up a little bit, but we got to use this knife. This thing's got a lot of sap in it. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah. Let's get you back down here a little bit better, because I don't think you can see too good. Let's try to hold my legs up and do this and do that. And it's kind of hard for the old man to sit here and film now. All right. Let's see here. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, maybe we can use the regular knife on this. Yeah, we can. There you go. Carving those facets in there and making it look like it's wrinkled. Yeah. Little lines, a little love. Just a wrinkle old shoe, been very well worn. Yeah. There you go. Put this little darling in there. There you go. Oh, Lordy. There you go. Little whoop-de-doo. Gotta get that whoop-de-doo in there. Set these little lines. You can see I didn't really draw that much. I just kind of showed you folks what a rough line was, but you don't even need to do that. The moral of this thing is the shoe's crooked. It's been used. Oh, Grandpa had this shoe for years. It's his favorite pair of shoes, and it's just hard work shoes. Been working the fields and out in the mud and the rain. That's where these old boots have been. Working shoes. Alrighty. Like I said, I'll take this mouse here. He's gonna fit. He's gonna have to lose a little weight in his rear end. That's real simple. He's just gonna come down here and we're just gonna slice off. Don't cut his tail off, Dave. Sometimes I'll go ahead and glue the tails in, and then I've been known to cut the tail off and I have to re-drill the back side of him so I can put his little tail back in. Thin him down. He's got to go on a diet. Been eating too much. There you go. Let's go ahead and take this back off. There we go. We're going to thin his little butt down. Now see, look. He sits in there now. Sits right in there. Yeah. He had to go on a diet, folks. I told him stop eating those Cheerios, but he didn't listen. Nelson didn't listen to the old man. He put on a little bit of weight. So we had to give him a little reduction. Yes, we did. Mouse in a shoe. Believe it or not, I've had mice in my shoes. When I remember, you better look in your shoe. Maybe a critter in there crawled in there looking at you. Bite your toes. Yeah. Got his ears reset. You know, I used to carve the little hair on these things, and Lord, no. Carve a regular eye into it, nope. Just dot the eye, it's done. I've showed this so much, if somebody wants to copy this and they want to do all that doodaddies to it, well, go for it. I'm not going to do it. Not anymore. It's not worth my time. There you go. And around that. Take that off there like that. There you go. Like I said, he sits right down in there, nice and purty. Carve him up. This shoe is basically done, so I gotta cut that right there, and that is just some gnarly wood. It's the grain. If I have to, I'll go get my coping saw and cut me a line in. I think it's gonna come out. Yeah, it is. There it is. Well, this town's waking up. People are starting to venture out. Wakey, wakey. There you go. Well, I probably need to jump off here, folks. Because like I said, you get me started. This video, it could be 3 hours long. But I'll just talk to you and whittle, and that's just the old carver in me. Once I start, I just start. I do. I just go with it and everything. Yes, I do. Yeah, we're just doing this. A little more love. A little more love in there. Gotta add that love. Gotta add that whoop-de-doo now. Come on. Whoop, whoop, whoop-de-doo. Yes, well, like I said, I just wanted to jump on here and just kind of play around this morning. There, he'll have the little mouse in him. He's going to just be very simple. Just a mouse and a shoe. Or if somebody wanted one, drill the three holes. I can show you how to put the string in. It's not that hard, you know. Or a person could, I've done the string and the mouse. You know, it don't really matter. It's not that hard. Let me get you up here, folks. Oh, Lordy. Let's get you back up here so you can see the old man. Whoo! Straighten my back up. Yeah, I gotta get on my own self. You know. Well, I tell you what, I've really enjoyed myself talking to you folks and everything. Ah, Lordy. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. But like I said, I really enjoyed myself talking to everybody and just showing my love and what I enjoy. I carve every day, 7 days a week. Been like this since I've been knee-high to a grasshopper. It's just, it's a long love. You know, like I said, you can take, I was carving little mushrooms out of these little tiny sticks yesterday. That's simple. I don't throw anything away. Or, you know, but just showing my love and showing that, you know, right here's your computer. Just open it up and, you know, see what you see and just get a knife and go with it. But I just want to deeply say thank you all who's been following me on YouTube and checking me out and leaving me excellent comments. Like I said, I'm humble. I'm probably the most humble person you'll ever meet. I didn't think this would go the way it did. You know, I'm not very good at, you know, doing videos and stuff, but I'm extremely humble. So I just want to say thank you all, and you all have a blessed day, and get out there and make something. Just, I don't care if you're gluing pencils and paper together and, you know, sticks, and I love it. You know, there's no right, there's no wrong, and there's no mistakes. Remember, a mistake is a learning curve. It's how you learn. You got to make those mistakes to learn how to do it. You all have a blessed one, and I will just talk to you later, and thank you.